I'm Logan, and I've grown up on a farm my whole life, and I've always been interested in smaller machinery, and now I thought I'd give bigger machinery a try and see how that goes.
Engines don't get much bigger than the ones found in combine harvesters. They separate the head of the wheat from the stalks on farms around the country. And some of the biggest harvesters and tractors are found at Claas Harvest Centre, where workshop supervisor Steve Copping will be showing you around.
G'day Logan, my name's Steve Copping, welcome to Claas Harvest Centre. Here's the overalls you're going to be wearing today. We'll take a look around the workshop. All right.
A good agricultural technician basically has to be able to use his hands, use his head, be wary of a customer's problem, and just think that if that was their problem, they'd want it fixed as soon as possible.
This is the machine we're going to be working on today, Logan. What we're going to be working on today is the drum and concave clearance, which is the gap between the tips and the bars. It's one of the most important things on a combine. 90% of the threshing of a combine is done in the drum and concave area. Before we do the adjustment, though, we need to lift the concave up, down and up again. So just make sure it's in the right place before we do the adjustment.
The harvester needs to be cycled to make sure that there is no air in the system so that the measurement is accurate. Logan uses a concave clearance tool to check the gap between the concave bar and the APS drum.
Put your tool in there, quarter of a turn, anti-clockwise. Lift the guard up. All right, Logan, we're now going to check the concave setting on the back. So we're on the third from the last bar. We put the tool in here, we check that clearance. That clearance should be 3 millimetres, okay? So if you put your tool into the gap and see what the gap is, can't feel it touching the sides?
No, it's got wobbly in there.
Okay, so we need to make an adjustment.
There's a lot of adjustments to do on a combine, and if they're not right, the combine won't work right. The loss to a farmer can be output, work hours, just because it's not set right.
If you give me this 3mm Allen key, I'm going to put that in the gap, and I want you to screw the bottom nut up. That takes the concave up, and I'll tell you when to stop, okay?
Yep.
Just one more, Logan, and that'll do. That's it. Okay, spot on. Then we've got the whole concave parallel. That's good?
Still the same, yep.
Yep.
With the drum set accurately, they're off to the next job.
All right, Logan, a lot of our service work is done out on farm, so we'll go and fit this belt at the combine, and we'll load up and we'll go. Okay?
Yep, right.
Farmers don't want to be driving these $400,000 machines on the open road, so it's often best for the technicians to go to the farm.
All right, Logan, this is a combine, the same model as the one we was working on in the workshop. The only difference is it's got the front on it and the trunk back on. Going to be changing the drum belt on this one today.
The pulley is set to the slow position and the belt is removed.
Right, put your two hooks under the safety bar there.
99% of the work during the season are done on farm. This year we're doing approximately 70 winter services on combines out on farms. One of the benefits of going out on the farm is that they get a good working rapport with the customers, and they'll often ask for the same agricultural technician back.
The replacement belt is worth $1,500 and needs to be set well so that it doesn't slip.
One of the biggest things about doing winter maintenance and repair work is when you're doing the job to check everything once you've done it to make sure it is going right once you've finished the job. As with any job, you do it once, you do it right.
It's an impressive machine with an important job to do. But servicing combine harvesters is not the only work at Claas. The wide range of agricultural equipment they sell comes into the country in parts, and it's up to the technicians to assemble them before carrying out a pre-delivery inspection.
All right, Logan, next job today is put a set of blades on this new mower. This is a little bit different to what you're used to seeing at home.
Being an agricultural technician isn't all about strong muscles and lifting big wheels and that. There is a lot of delicate work, as in with circuit boards, diodes, checking circuit boards and that. So it's not all about having muscle. You have got to have a little bit of subtlety about you as well.
Preparing the equipment for delivery is one of the first things an apprentice learns on their apprenticeship.
The apprentices of today get support from the Moto industry training advisors. They come on a regular basis to check the paperwork, make sure the paperwork is all up to date.
Apprentice James has learnt a lot about some very large equipment, so he is passing his knowledge on to Logan.
Just taking apart a clutch pack out of a gearbox.
Oh, okay. So you're on your apprenticeship here?
Yeah, we've been doing it for a couple of months here now.
Right. And how are you finding it?
It's pretty good. Everyone's helpful and seems to go pretty smoothly, so yeah, it's a good place.
But yeah, what do you find the best thing about being on your apprenticeship?
Oh, just getting out in the field, seeing a bit of other farms and other gear.
The equipment inside agricultural vehicles is state-of-the-art, but so is the equipment used to test them.
All right, Logan, this is the next job. Need to check the horsepower of this tractor. We're going to use the dynamometer. This tractor here should be around about 240 horsepower, or we hope it is. We'll put the dyno on, rev it up, and we'll see what it does.
The dyno reduces the horsepower of the tractor close to stalling, simulating the effect of the engine pulling a large load.
The technology of farming today has come on leaps and bounds in the last 20-odd years. Gone are the days where there was just a clutch pedal and a gear lever. Nowadays, you've got to have computer skills to be able to program diagnostics and configure machines with a computer. All right, Logan, we've done the test. We've proved that the horsepower is up to what it should be, to the rated horsepower. So we'll switch it off. All right, Logan, next job we've got to do is take the wheel off this combine. During the season, the customer stuck a metal spike through the side, so we've got to take it off so it can be repaired before next season. So we'll put the blocks under the axle, we'll jack it up, put the dolly under, pull the wheel off, and then we'll get the tyre company around to come and change the tyre. Anybody considering an apprenticeship in the agricultural industry today can look forward to training in New Zealand, training overseas, Australia, Europe. We also offer the opportunity to travel to Europe to work. So there is a lot of opportunities within the agricultural sector.
Logan's changed the wheel on his quad bike before, but this has been a whole other experience.
Yeah, Logan done very well. He took interest in what he was doing. He asked questions, and he was, very impressive.
It was quite a physical job, but also there was a lot of small technical sides to it as well. I'd like to do it in the future.
The New Zealand Motor Industry Training Organisation offers a national certificate in automotive heavy engineering with strands in agricultural equipment, plant and equipment and road transport. Heavy equipment automotive engineers need to be practical, responsible, alert, patient and able to think logically. They also need to have an eye for detail as they will be dealing with equipment worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. There are national and international work opportunities available, and there are opportunities to work in workshop or out in the field. Plus, you can earn while you learn.